Hello there, J Music here, and today I will be giving my thoughts on the Marvel Cinematic Universe latest Disney Plus series and its first animated series, What If. There will be spoilers in this review, so if you haven't watched the series yet and don't want spoilers, click off the video and come back to it when you have watched the series. But if you have already watched the series or you just don't care about spoilers, let's get into it. I have been a comic book movie fan and a Marvel fan for quite some time, ever since Captain America the Winter Soldier came out, which to this day is still one of my favorite MCU movies. So far, Phase 4 has been pretty good, in my opinion, in which Loki is my favorite content so far. So now that I have given you a bit of a background, let's get into What If all about. To summarize it all, What If is a series of what if scenarios, taking some events from the MCU and asks the question, what if things had happened differently? How would it change things? There are 9 episodes which shows 9 different what if scenarios from all over the MCU. So first off, let's talk about the good. The first thing that comes to my mind is that the animation was done really well. The action feels fluid and enjoyable as it really lets you be immersed in the world. I like how in some scenes it really feels like I was flipping through a comic book. Other than that, this series takes a lot of bold steps with the story and the characters, as all of these stories are just what if scenarios of past events. The show is free to make these surprising twists and turns to the story to make it feel different and fresh. Now we are done with the good. Let's get into the bad. Firstly, the runtime of each episode is too short. This episode is about 30 minutes long and it is not enough time to tell the story properly. I feel like a lot of these episodes could have worked better if they gave it a couple more minutes. A lot of these episodes feel rushed through because they are telling a story that is not fit for 30 minutes. Because of this, the pacing feels rushed and uneven in some episodes, which affected the experience for me. Besides that, I felt that this series is a really good example of how too much humor can hurt. Of course, I am not against occasional quips here and there to have a nice laugh, but a lot of humor in this series felt unnecessary and a bit annoying at times. Sometimes not even suited for the situation or the characters. It pulls back the emotional suspense when the characters are in an intense scene. Again, I'm not saying that there cannot be any humor. There can. But it shouldn't drag down the momentum of the more intense scenes. On to the aspect of the series that I felt mixed about. First, the voice acting. Some voice actors gave a really great performance, notably Benedict Cumberbatch, who voiced Supreme Strange. While some voice acting was great, some felt flat and didn't really bring out much emotional resonance, which is also something I feel mixed about. Don't get me wrong, this series does have some truly emotional moments, but there are some where I didn't feel for the characters. I believe it is because of the runtime for each episode that makes some episodes feel rushed, not giving enough time to let scenes breathe more and feel the character in that moment, which caused me to feel emotionally detached from some of the characters I'm supposed to care about. Lastly, the in-universe logic was kind of ignored and explained in a way that left me confused while watching the series. Overall, despite my issue with some aspect of this series, I did enjoy watching it. I thought it was a nice way to introduce us to the concept of the multiverse after the events of Loki. Now I am sure that we are going to disagree because we are all different people and we all don't think alike. So if you want to share your thoughts, feel free to do so in the comment section below. Stay safe and stay tuned.